everyone. Hola, aloha, cha, salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yagamasma, здравствуйте, привет, bună, dzień dobry, sziasztok. Hallo, Sincha, Yabosio, Teresa, Walakum Sasaka, Marhaban, Merhaba, Habiri, Shalom, and Namaskar. Hello, I hope you had a good Christmas and you're going to have a happy new year if you don't hear from me before the new year starts. I hope that the next year brings you happier tidings if 2019 was not your year. So, as you guys know, Fenty Beauty has brought out new eyeshadow palettes. They come in this particular little format here. You saw the beginning of it, and the names are at the back. The names of the shadows are at the back. So I thought, you know what, instead of just doing a review on the Fenty Beauty one, how about we make it interesting? How about we do it with the other competitor, which is the Huda Beauty? So I went out and I've already got the Huda Beauty Nude palette and I did a review on this, and I have to be honest, I liked it very much. It's very pigmented and I was super happy with it. But I went in store with this to try and compare them and get one as close to it as possible so I can do a comparison between the two that's a bit more fair. Now, I've never tried the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow. Shocker! Sacrilegious. You mean there's a black woman out there who didn't actually use and own a Fenty Beauty eyeshadow palette? Yes, that's me. But and I have one. This is a little one. These are the snap shadows, I think they are. Yes, the snap shadows. And what you're meant to do, be able to stack them up together, get others and pile them up, and you can choose whichever ones you like. The cost for this one is £21 here in the UK. Mine was purchased from Boots, but you can also purchase it from Harvey Nichols as usual. And yes, in here you have got 6 eyeshadows, 5 of which come to 1 gram each, and then one of them is 0.8 grams, which is below a gram. Now, in comparison to that, in the Huda Beauty one, you get 9 eyeshadows, of which it is 1.1 gram each. So, Huda Beauty one, already 9 eyeshadows. This one, 6. So this one's got more and that one's got less. However, also weight-wise, that one is per shadow, it is more. However, the price between the two, there is a difference. This one being £21 and the Huda Beauty being 27. I'll put it below here if I can remember. So you've got a difference there. So if I was going to just go by those examples, I would personally go for the Huda Beauty because I think pushing it £27, you still got more eyeshadows than this one. For the price of what, £6 or £7, you get these 3 other eyeshadows as well. So you know, free. Am I counting right? 7, 8, 9. Yes. Can't count to save my life. 7, 8, 9. Free. 3 eyeshadows more for something like £6 is nothing really in comparison. So I would actually go for this so far. Now let's see what this one is going to be like. I'm going to try and go for an easy look. Now, as you can see in the Huda Beauty one, this eyeshadow here, this one bright one here, which is called Le Miss, the pink one, they don't have that in this eyeshadow palette, so I'm gonna have to use this pink one on both eyes. So we're going to see what that one is like. I'm just trying to pull up a brush. Oh dear, the cover's come off. This is a Morphe E28 brush, and I'm just going to use that one shade on my eyes. I've got it as a base, the P. Louise eye base number 5. I need to get another one which is the high numbers for darker skin. So about at the time when I was purchasing it, I couldn't find one that was for my skin tone. Right, so we're going to go dab in and see if there is a lot of fallout. Ooh, one little bit, and again just tapping it in. Woo, wowee. Okay, not a lot of fallout. Let's see how well it applies to the eyes. It is pigmented. Go back in, and I'm just going to keep adding to it and blending gently. Ooh, it is definitely buildable. Look at that. Oh yeah, So far so good. So I've used the same shade on both eyes. Now I'm going to start using different shades. I'm going to go for what's the shade called? Spice Trip, which is this one here in the middle. And I'm using a Zoeva 234 shade smoky shader. I know it's not smoky, you know, we're not doing a smoky look, but I'm going to concentrate that on the outer corner of the eye. So I'm just tapping it in. One tap is that got that match on it. So I'm going to build the color. Really pigmented. Woo! Oh yeah. Yeah. Can't complain. Really easy to blend. No issues. I love how easy it is to blend. Really fantastic. So the closest shade to the one from Huda Beauty is this one in the corner. I'm going to go for this shade here because that's the closest one. It may be slightly different, but it's the closest. The other ones are too light. So we'll go for this shade here. And I'm going to use a makeup addiction brush. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but it's very similar to the Zoeva brush. I'm just going to dab that on the corners. And I also concentrated it in my crease line as well. Going to apply that. I'm trying to move the mirror out the way so it doesn't cover. Ooh, mamma mia. Oh. Ooh. I think this shade is just a touch warmer than a Fenty, but it's close enough. Look at that. Blends are so easy. Going back in with a Huda, I'm going to go for this shade here because I think that's the closest one to the Fenty. And I'm just going to apply it over the eye. Ooh. Wow, wait. I'm just going back in with the brown. Just going to pack that on the outer corners of the eye. I'm going to go for, I believe, this shade here. And I'm going to use my finger. And as you can see, my finger's clean. Well, as clean as can be. I don't want it to mix the two shades. And I'm just going to dab my finger in. I'm trying to see if I can focus that. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. This is looking good. Not bad at all, actually. Quite similar, but I think the Huda Beauty one is a little bit easier. However, this is so stunning. I'm going back in with a Spice Trip and I'm just going to apply that on the outer corner of the eye and just blending it in gently. And I'm going to go back in and just add more colour. Okay, so I'm just going to go and finish the rest of my face off camera. So just to reiterate, underneath my eyes, I'm going to use a Spice Trip for the Fenty. And then I'm obviously going to use the last shade that I use for the Huda Beauty underneath. And then I shall give you my final thoughts. So back in a mo. Alrighty people, this is the finished look. Just trying to get the hair out the way. I went a little bit ham with the highlighter here, but ignore me. Right, so what do I think about these two palettes? Both palettes easy to blend, both pigmented. For that, with those two, I really can't tell the difference. You can just go for whichever brand you prefer having. I know that Fenty Beauty has a cult following, so that's fine. However, if you want to take other factors into account, even though the Fenty Beauty is actually £21 to £6 less than the Huda Beauty, I would actually prefer the Huda Beauty one, simply because you've got a bit more choice with regards to creating different looks, and also obviously you get a bit more as well for per eyeshadow as well for your money. It is a tiny amount, but everything counts when you're doing a comparison. And I think advantage-wise, formula-wise, I found the Huda Beauty just a little bit easier. The pigment just teeny little bit more. But also the shimmers, you could actually put your finger in, pull it all the way, and that area of your whole eye, well, where you put your finger anyway, would be covered. Whereas the Fenty one needed a little bit, just touch a bit more work of packing it in a little bit, but not a massive difference. I'm just trying to give you some ideas here, but you make up your mind, whichever one you want to go for. Obviously the nude one being £27, Huda Beauty has got other small palettes which are actually usually for £25 rather than the £27. Just this one was a little bit more than normal. But yeah, either of those will be a good amount to spend. Also, don't forget with the Fenty Beauty, you can buy more than one and stack them up, and they snap together, so you can have more versatility where it's still compact. If you wanted to go away, for example, you could probably have, I think you can stack more than two on top of each other, so then you've got a little bit of variety. And I think they've also got a deal where if you buy more than one or two of them, instead of spending £42, which will be the amount, you spend less than that, 30 odd pounds, I believe, but don't quote me on that. I think I saw that deal at the beginning. I'm not too sure if it's still available, so do check that one out if you want to get the Fenty ones. And they've got more options as well with different color shades as well. This one obviously was number 4. There are others, but that's that. Let me know what you guys think of the finished look, as well as your own thoughts about these particular palettes. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you like the most? And what do you think about it? Do get involved. Other than that, Happy New Year, people. Stay safe, and you guys will see me, you might see me before 2020. It sounds really weird saying 2020, but yes, you might see me before 2020. If you're interested in the makeup or what's on my lips, pencil, Wine Me from Morphe. Love this pencil. Lipstick, hello, come on. And I don't need to go any further. Lisa Eldridge. This one is Velvet Beauty, and this was the finished look. I mean, look at it. Bye, people. Bye.